Welcome back, and we're taking a road trip for Christmas. We're going all the way to the Grand Canyon. We're going to stop over in Las Vegas, see some different national parks and other sites, and then head back. This morning we wake up to a blizzard. Wind is just whipping through here. It's just crazy. You're on the ball. That's great. Wow. You can see the wind whipping through. We finally get on our way. We were heading through Ohio, and the roads were pretty dangerous, but we made it. And we're heading to Indiana, which was better. The roads were much better. And we're going to Seneca, Kansas, for staying in a very, very nice hotel. And the sunset was beautiful in Kansas before we got to our hotel. And we saw a lot of windmills on our trip, which is good for electrifying America. And we stayed in Altenhofen, and we didn't get there till like 2 a.m. in the morning. And they were very, very kind to us because it was Christmas Day. So they let us sleep past the checkout. So heads off to them. It was a beautiful hotel. We had a nice hot breakfast on Christmas Day, and it was superb because they had Tesla chargers, so we could charge our car overnight. And so we had a super time there. And then we headed back out for a while, and we saw there was another storm coming, and we decided not to go to Zion. We changed our plans, and we headed to Denver instead. So on the road to Denver, it was just a beautiful, magical sight, and seeing all the snow caps on the mountains as we headed down the road. And we were very, very fortunate. We spotted this nice little moose I picked up on a road stop, so I couldn't resist. And then we saw on the side of the road these bighorn sheep, which was a nice thing to see. And as we were going through the mountains, we were looking at all the different ski resorts. We went past, like this one, you can see people skiing and the gondolas going up. And it was just a stunning, stunning sight to go through. Colorado is just absolutely beautiful in the winter. So I'll have to come back and do a couple trips here. We were back in Colorado when we went to the Garden of the Gods, but that was a trip in the fall. So I'd like to see what to do if you're not a skier here. I'm sure there's plenty of activities to do in the little towns, in addition to maybe some snow hiking out here. So we made our way through here. We were going to stay in Denver, and then from Denver we're going to head to Las Vegas, which we're all excited because we've never been there before. So we really, really enjoyed driving through Colorado. It was just really, really beautiful. In Las Vegas, we stayed at the MGM Grand, which was absolutely stunning view from our hotel room. And you could see the mountains in the distance. And the lobby was beautiful. It had lots of fountains in the lobby, and it was all decorated for Christmas. So we headed over Christmas Day to have conveyor belt sushi at Sapporo. It was a wonderful restaurant. Pretty cool. You can pick up any plate, and they charge you by the plate. Or you can order, and the upper level, a robot comes out and brings out your order on the conveyor belt at the upper level. And he ordered us crispy fried shrimp. It was beautiful at night. We had a beautiful skyline. And we're heading over to see the ocean, so Finally found our way out of the hotel. We are heading down to the Bellagio, and we're gonna go see O with Cirque du Soleil, and we're so excited. She's all sparkly. They might ask. People play all over here. Hi! Say hi to my viewers. There's Bumblebee. London Tower Bridge. No, it's supposed to be. Wait, this is supposed to be the Brooklyn Bridge, right? Alright, I got it wrong. It's the Brooklyn Bridge. Bit of cosmopolitan. So we're at the Bellagio and we're running now almost because it's about a couple of minutes before the show starts. So we're headed into the Bellagio lobby. We still got to get through the casino, so we're half running to get there. Hopefully they'll still seat us, even though the show's going to start in about a minute here. So we're trying to hurry through the casino area very, very quickly. We're out of breath. So we're actually sharing her outfit with the check-in lady. So say hi to my viewers. Hi. Thank you. The Cirque du Soleil O show was absolutely fantastic. And she got asked to be part of the play, and they gave her a rose, and trying to woo her away from her husband. So it really made her day. They do that. They take people from the audience throughout the show. So if you have a chance to see any show, we highly recommend it. On our way to the Grand Canyon, we stopped at this little town to charge the car, and it intersects with Route 66. And we were headed over to this pad thai restaurant that had this nice Route 66 sign on the side of it. But we ended up coming to this Felice Mexican restaurant, which was really cute. So we were glad we ate there because the pad thai restaurant was totally booked. So we didn't want to spend a lot of time there. We wanted to get back on the road and along the way. And we could see this beautiful mountain structures all the way along the road, so you get some fabulous views. So we're headed out to the Grand Canyon, And before we knew it, another storm hit. So the roads were really icy as we were driving through the town, heading up to the gates to the Grand Canyon. And we were going to Mather Point to get shots of the sunset, which was stunning views over there at Mather Point. So the next day was much better, but it was still pretty icy in the parking lot. So we tried to do our best to get up to Mather Point again.
I think it's to the left. I think we could do anything, but
There's like a nice icy edge to it.
my hands are cold. Maybe here, Mom.
Managed the Grand Canyon, and it's like a super snowstorm, and it's very icy here. But it's beautiful, so we're gonna check the site out. Okay.
We'll get you.
So Mather Point has a nice visitor center. So they have a nice gift shop. We picked up the Junior Park Ranger booklet. It gives you a lot of information on the park and all the different viewpoints. We also picked up a National Parks Passport book, and we got our Grand Canyon stamp that you can put the cancellation stamps into your book. And we plan to do more parks, so you can keep a record of all the national parks that you visit. And you can go into any visitor center or the park ranger's office, and they usually have the cancellation stamps for you. And you can also buy stamps for the booklet online on the site. They give stamps out every year. And the money that you use to buy on the website goes towards helping the national parks. So we then headed down to Navajo Point, and it was very icy up here, but we managed to get down there. It had great views of the Colorado River that you don't get from some of the other areas. So we had a really nice view. I preferred this area myself. So this was Navajo Point, and it was gorgeous here. So we're here at the tour for Antelope Canyon, and we're getting to get ready to go into the canyon. We're so excited. It was a nice run. So we took the Antelope Navajo tour, and you would want to get your tickets online. It's about $100 per person, but it's well worth it. We didn't buy our tickets online. We were fortunate because of the snow, hail, and ice storm the day before. Some people canceled, so we were able to get into a tour. And our guide, Natalie, was just superb. She told us a lot about the area, and the caverns are just stunning. And Natalie just set us up with our cameras on the outside, so she helps everybody get the right camera settings before you go in and take pictures in here. It is just an out-of-world experience, so I highly recommend it. And your way home, it's over in Page, Arizona. And you're better taking vertical shots. Horizontal shots don't seem to do it justice, so I would highly recommend doing vertical shots in these caverns to really get and capture the beauty of the place.
That is the top of the head of the bit.
So our guide told us that you used to be able just to hike in the canyons by yourself. And over the years, these caverns were carved by flash floods. And it's just amazing that nature can do this in these caverns. But you're no longer allowed in the caverns. You have to take a tour. They've had, unfortunately, some people, I think she said about 4 people died from a flash flood inside the caverns. So they want to protect people and preserve the beauty of the place. So you will need to take the Navajo Antelope Canyons Navajo tour. After the tour, we needed a hearty meal, so we stopped over to Big John's Texas Barbecue over in Page, Arizona. And it's a cute place. It was probably the best barbecue ribs I've ever had. Our next stop was to the Meteor Crater Museum that is outside of Flagstaff, Arizona, and an asteroid hit outside of that area. It was amazing to see the crater, which is huge. And they had a nice little movie presentation in there, some asteroids. They had the actual pieces of the rock, so it was a nice little stop. Our last stop was St. Louis, Missouri, and we stayed at the Best Western Plus that was all decorated for Christmas. And it was just a beautiful hotel. And they had fancy machines in here, juice machine, and a very fancy coffee latte machine that I absolutely loved. And you get a hot breakfast included with the hotel, which was a lovely breakfast for us. Really good here. Got a hot breakfast.
Good morning.
Good morning. So Best Western upgraded with a very fancy espresso machine. And then you can have just boring old coffee if you want, right? But you have to get a key to for guests to use the chargers. But we're charged up fully and ready to go, and you just need your J17728 adapter. And we're in their new model, Tesla Model X, and we're ready to go. Anyway, hi, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Feliz Año Nuevo. Happy New Year. And we're just saying goodbye. Thanks for joining us on our Las Vegas trip. And we're at the Best Western Plus here in St. Louis on our way back home. So the trip's not quite over, but don't forget, smash the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell, ding, 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 to be notified when our next video is up. So we're so happy you joined us on our trip, and look forward to joining us the next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.